guys, welcome back. Now, who's excited about another Hollywood history video? Well, okay, I am. Well, you know what? I have found some new areas to discuss. I know we've talked previously about how when they're designing the GTA map that they took a lot of houses, and I guess for either copyright or whatever else. A lot of the houses were altered as far as appearance, maybe colors, certain fixtures missing. But these properties I've found today are pretty close to their real life counterparts, at least at one phase of the property or another. Some of these have been renovated over the years. Anyhow, kick back, enjoy, and let's have some fun with this.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Our first stop is CC B Demille. Now, CC DeMille bought this house in 1916, and he lived there until his death in 1959. This house came with a beautiful view of the LA mountains and the observatory, and it served as a home, a production office, and a screening room. Now, who is CC B Demille? He was a theater actor who made the transition to film as the motion picture industry was starting to make tracks. While location scouting in Arizona, he learned that a new city in California would provide the backdrop he needed and would be more budget friendly. His partner, Jesse Lasky, and Lasky's brother-in-law, Samuel Goldfish, also known as Samuel Goldwyn, and Oscar Apfel, rented a barn in Hollywood to use for a production studio. And then DeMille directed The Squaw Man. It was a hit. The Jesse L. Lasky feature play company was born. Later on, they ended up merging with Adolph Zukor, a rival company called Famous Players Film Company. And when they merged, they created Famous Players / Lasky Corps. In 1927, Famous Players Lasky Corps was reorganized under the name Paramount Pictures. DeMille was famous for filming The Ten Commandments and The Greatest Show on Earth, both box office hits. And he is also known as the Godfather of motion pictures. Now, he passed away at age 77 in 1959 after a string of heart attacks. But he left an amazing body of work and a legacy for filmmakers to follow. Lucille Ball is an American icon. In 1929, she started as a model, and then she went to Broadway and made her way to film. She met a Cuban band leader named Desi Arnaz, and they eloped in 1940. They both ventured into television. They created the I Love Lucy show, and the show was a hit. Years later, she divorced Arnaz in 1960 and married Gary Morton in 1961. And she went on to become the first woman to run a major TV studio called Desilu Productions. She produced many great shows like Mission Impossible and Star Trek. She was involved with TV until the 80s. She starred in Life with Lucy and it received low ratings. After that show canceled, she never appeared in TV or film again. And she passed away in 1989 at 77 years old. Now, her and Desi bought this two-story colonial mansion in 1954, and she lived there until her passing in 89. Her next door neighbor, coincidentally, was Jack Benny. Okay, I may be maybe way off the mark here, but every time I see this property, it does remind me of the Tudor-style mansion that was built by Burton Green. I know we've talked about him before, as he's pretty much the father of Beverly Hills. He purchased the land that was acquired from Maria Rita Quinteros de Valdez in 1838, and as that land passed through change of title, he believed that he could strike oil. He never did, and they reorganized as the Rodeo Land and Water Company in 1906. And then him and his wife, they helped design the city. They hired an architect named Wilbur D. Cook to design the city, the streets, and the first streets were actually constructed in 1907. It's just looking at some of the old pictures I found a big similarity, as they were both Tudor mansions. And, you know, like I said before, how GTA does like to kind of change around the housing and everything else. But me, I saw it as a close match. Sharon Tate was an American actress making her debut as an extra, a background actor, working her way up as a rising Hollywood sex symbol. She appeared in a Playboy photo shoot by filmmaker Roman Polanski, her future husband. And on August 9th, 1969, Tate and 4 other people were murdered by members of the Manson family at hers and Polanski's house. Tate was 8.5 months pregnant. The Manson family was arrested shortly after on other charges, but authorities made a breakthrough linking them to the Tate murders. Now, this house has been renovated completely from that time. Now, GTA lore says the 1807 on the brick wall could be referencing the 7 people Manson was responsible for killing, or it references 187, the California Penal Code for murder. And last but not least, we have Peg Entwistle. She was a British stage actress. She began in 1925 in Broadway, and she worked her way into one film called 13 Women. And September 18th, 1932, there was a lady who was hiking below the Hollywoodland sign and found a woman's purse, shoes, and a jacket. In the purse was a suicide note, and then she went and reported her findings to the police. It turns out Peg Entwistle had climbed to the top of the H of Hollywoodland and jumped off. The body was found in a ravine. Peg's uncle ID'd her, and he said that Peg said she was going to the drugstore and then to see some friends. The suicide note read, "I am afraid. I am a coward. I am sorry for everything. If I had done this a long time ago, it would have saved a lot of pain." And with that being said, some say the site is haunted, as people say they could smell her floral scent as they walk by. And her memory lives on through many different pop culture songs and movies. Now guys, thank you for playing along today. A lot of this I have researched very carefully, but you know, things always get lost or misrepresented. So if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, please leave a comment. And as always, later.